Hey guys, welcome to the Geterbrewed channel. Today here we at Whiskey Live Dublin 2024. Well, we're going to go down, talk to some of the distilleries, talk to some of the guys all about whiskey culture here in Ireland. We're going to taste some great whiskey products and we're going to find out a little bit more about producing whiskey, distilling in general. Follow me. Hey guys, we're here with Sarah from McConnell's. Sarah, why come to a show like this?
Because it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
You get all of the Irish brands here in one place.
Yeah.
It's really good crack. There's whiskies here that you can try that you can't find anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
And the people here are just fantastic.
There's a lot of great whiskeys out here. You guys need to come and check it out next time. Whiskey Live 2025, I suppose. Awesome, guys.
Thank you.
Let's go check out some more Whiskey Live. We join you by George from Buffalo Trace. George, what makes a bourbon a bourbon?
Sure. Really, the simplest way to remember it is ABC. We all know what ABC is, okay?
Yeah, okay.
So, A stands for America, okay? So if you want to call your whiskey a bourbon, it has to be made somewhere within the 50 United States of America.
Okay.
Number two, B, I should say, is the barrel.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, one of the regulations is it has to be a brand new, so virgin oak barrel, and
Okay.
it has to be charred.
Okay.
And that, as I mentioned, that's where we get all of our color.
Yeah.
It's where we get a lot of the aromas as well, the toffees and caramels
Yeah.
that follow through
Okay.
onto the palate. C is for corn or maize.
Okay.
So the mash bill, the grains that we grind up to make that kind of lovely beer soup to start making the alcohol, that has to be a majority of corn, and that's
Corn.
what the C stands for.
Okay.
So because corn is such a sweet grain, we would expect our whiskey to have a very sweet base.
All right.
And as human beings, whether they admit it or not, we all have a bit of sugar, and
We do,
we love
right.
sweet things. Okay,
Right.
so you're off to a very, very good
Yeah,
start.
yeah.
Okay,
All right.
so there you go.
Awesome.
So remember your A, B, and C.
ABC. There you have it, guys. ABC, get your bourbon, Buffalo Trace. And sorry, George, where can you get the bourbon from?
Oh, sure. So obviously our friends at Celtic Whiskey Shop.
Okay.
You'll get it in most high street grocery retail stores,
Yeah.
good off licenses, and of course all the great cocktail bars around Ireland as well.
All right, perfect. Get yourself some Buffalo Trace today.
Great in an old fashioned, yeah.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Then we're joined by Arisha from Titanic Distillery. She's going to tell us about their beautiful whiskey.
Hi there, yes, so this is Titanic Distillers Premium Irish Whiskey. This is a blended Irish whiskey, it's 72% grain, 28% malt, 10% of that is peated. So you've got a nice little smoky introduction, but the beautiful notes of the green whiskey and the ex-bourbon and New American oak give that a really sweet vanilla note. So it's really nice, it's sweet peat.
Awesome. And where can you get the beautiful whiskey from?
So you can get it from our website, and you can get Celtic Whiskey Shop, and you can get it from Tesco's NI.
Great stuff. Go get yourself some Titanic whiskey. It's about your lovely horse here. That we've got.
Oh, well, these two lovely ladies, it is Fireball and Stewart. Yes.
Stewart.
They brought up a lovely barrel of whiskey all the way from Wexford today.
All right.
It is O'Driscoll's here. It sponsors the Irish horse racing.
All right.
Thus, us being up here, they're the reason we go fast. But the only thing, there's our designated driver on the way home as well, so I can have as much as I want.
All right. The legs might get a bit wobbly though.
Oh, but it's okay. I've plenty to spare.
All right. Yeah.
Look at this.
There's so many. Awesome, guys. We'll spot you later. Hey, guys. I'm here with Corey today from McConnell's. Corey, I see you've got some little bits of chocolate with your whiskey.
Yes.
Explain what's going on.
So I've been saying to people as they come past, the first thing that catches their eye is actually the
Yeah.
chocolate because it's something a little bit different on the stand.
Yeah.
The chocolate brings them in, the whiskey makes them stay. So we have two of our McConnell's SKUs here, our core range, our 5-year-old blended Irish whiskey. 5 years all spent in first fill ex-bourbon barrels, bottled at 42% ABV. So it's really light, nice and sweet. You get all those hints, pretty typical with a bourbon cask.
Yeah.
You'll get your vanilla, your butterscotch, your toffee. So to pair with that, we have actually our lovely McConnell's branded as well.
Branded, that's
It's
fancy.
Almost like a Caramac
Oh, okay.
tasted chocolate. So again, that nice sort of sweetness, almost like a mix between white chocolate and sort of caramel as
Okay,
well.
okay.
Pairs really beautifully sort of with the vanilla notes and the toffee coming from your 5-year-old blend. The other chocolate we have here is a dark chocolate with little bits of dried raspberry on
Okay.
top of it as well, which pairs beautifully with all of our sort of festive Christmas style notes coming from our Oloroso sherry cask. Macerated fruits already going on in there, and it's just a match made in heaven.
Get yourself McConnell's, get yourself some chocolates, and enjoy.
Perfect.
Cheers. Thanks. We're joined here by Johnny Hart from Five Farms Irish Cream.
That's correct.
All right.
That's right.
Great stuff. Can we give it a bit of a taste?
I think we should.
I think we definitely should.
Launcher.
Launcher.
Oh, that's nice.
That is delicious. That is connoisseur. It is one of the best I've ever had. Hey guys, we got whiskey, Jason.
Hi.
Any sort of tips that you're gonna give us for a whiskey drinker?
I have 2 tips for you. Now, if you're at a whiskey fair in mainland continental Europe, you have to pay per dram.
Okay.
So you pay 10 euros to get in, you get a glass, and you pay overall, and that's no problem. You pick and choose where you go. Now here, you pay once, and you can try everything.
Yeah.
And the very first person that does that comes in and tries everything and lands on the floor after 40 drams.
Yeah.
So first of all, the tip is you don't have to drink everything that's put in your glass.
Yeah.
And the second tip is sample bottles sometimes are very good because then at home you can try something.
Yes,
I remember my first Whiskey Live, I had a 30-year-old Irish whiskey glass.
Yeah.
And it was hot, it was sweaty, it was loud. I couldn't really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I had a little sample model, poured the rest in there, took it home a day later. Oh, that was such great stuff. I couldn't really just comprehend the depth of that whiskey in this environment.
Yeah, no, I can. I understand.
That's my tip.
All right.
Hey guys, it's Ian from Murphy & Son. We're here with our partners at Geterbrewed at Whiskey Live in Dublin. We're here to talk enzymes, antifoams, yeast nutrients, everything you need to make your perfect spirit.
Hello everyone, welcome at Whiskey Live in Dublin, Ireland.
We're here today on the Geterbrewed stand and we're going to take a quick run through all of our yeasts for distilling.
So the first one I'm going to show you is Soft Spirit M1. It's probably the most used yeast in distilling. It's a diastaticus yeast with very high enzymatic power, so you get very suitable for high gravity fermentations and also very high efficiency.
Next one, we've got D53. D53 is a thermotolerant yeast, so you can safely go up to 33 degrees Celsius. At higher temperatures, it produces a beautiful, fruity new make spirit, so it's good for modern styles of whiskey.
Then we have the GR2, which is excellent if you have quite difficult to control fermentation conditions. So if you have a system where you have no control whatsoever, GR2 is the yeast to go for.
Next up, we've got HG1. HG1 is great for very high gravity fermentations. It's able to achieve up to 18% alcohol, so it's good for neutral grain spirits such as vodka and other products.
And then last but not least, a little bit of an outsider on this whiskey fair. It's Soft Spirit C70, which is excellent for fermentation in molasses to produce very aromatic, nice rums.
And one that we don't have here is USW6. USW6 is mainly used in the production of American-style whiskey and bourbon, but it adds a really nice flavor profile, and it's particularly good if you're using other grains such as rye. So yeah, look, if you have any questions, please get in contact with ourselves or Geterbrewed, and we'll be happy to help you with your fermentation solutions.
We got Graham here. Graham, tell us a little bit about your whiskey.
Yeah, hi, I'm Graham Bell, the head distiller at Ardra Distillery. We're part of Sleeve Distillers.
Yeah.
And we're unique in Ireland. We're the only distillery that does solely peated smoky whiskey.
Okay,
Makes
okay.
us with distinct.
Yeah.
We're triple distilled.
All right.
The Silky brand is our brand.
Yeah.
Sourced whiskey at the moment.
Okay.
And we like to talk about it as being a journey through smoke.
Okay, all right.
So you've got the legendary Silky,
Yeah.
which is about 4%
All right.
whiskey.
Okay.
And then we take the next step up to dark Silky,
Yeah.
15% peated whiskey.
Okay.
And then the Midnight is a single malt.
Okay.
Blend of 5 different single malts.
And the uniqueness about your product, the guys are saying that you do something like different to most of the guys, and that's the smokiness of it.
Yeah, well, in terms of the profile of that smokiness, a lot of people, certainly a lot of Irish people, when you ask, have you tasted smoky peated whiskey?
Yeah.
A lot of first experience is the Scotch.
Okay.
So the Islay, medicinal note.
Okay.
We don't have that medicinal note.
Okay.
So for instance, the dark Silky, the salted caramel, sweet pipe tobacco smoke.
All right,
almost. It was kind of developed for James because it brought back memories of his grandfather's pipe smoke.
Okay, all right.
So
that's a good way, yeah.
So it's very different, and,
Yeah.
and it's great in an event like this.
Yeah.
Because it gives people the opportunity
To try 'em.
to try this.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's great to see the reaction. People come and they'll say, "Oh, I don't like peated whiskey." Well,
Yeah.
just try this one, and you can take them up the journey.
Yeah.
So we're certainly doing something unique and different
Yeah.
on that. And with the Ardra distillery, that started production October 21.
Okay.
And again, we only use peated malt in the process.
And
And we're unique in the fact that we have a roll grains in process.
okay. Yeah.
So we've got a hammer mill.
All right.
So we, compared to a typical roller mill, we have a mash tun compared to, a cooker compared to a mash tun.
Okay.
And so we take the grains all the way through the fermenter into the wash still.
Okay. All right.
People will come up and you can smell in the fermenter.
Yeah.
You get, it's a very cloudy wort, not a clear wort.
Okay.
So it's got a real nutty character to it.
Okay. All right.
And then when we go to the wash still, the grains go all the way through, which is technically difficult.
Yeah.
It's not easy to do. We overcome a lot of challenges in that.
Yeah.
But again, it gives us a nice, sweet, oily, new make spirit.
All right.
We cut. We don't go right down to the bottom.
Okay.
We don't want those antiseptic medicinal notes on that. So, this is a tier. So
Okay.
2-year-old. This isn't a bourbon.
Okay.
We're going to be launching our single malt next year on Paddy's Day.
Okay.
It'll typically be a blend between bourbon and sherry cask.
Okay.
And again, we've tasted it against some of the benchmarks, Beaumont, Lefroy, etc. And we're confident, and we've had some good feedback.
All right.
So
That's good.
just like the Silkies have been well received.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to releasing the Ardra single malt next year.
And you mentioned about the peated malt.
Yeah.
For guys that haven't actually had a peated malt, like what can you expect from that peated malt flavors coming through and using peated malt in their whiskies and that sort of thing? Like, what would the typical flavors that you're going to get out of that?
Right. Well, we feel as though we get you have the phenols in there.
Yeah.
Which there's a broad range of phenols.
Yeah.
Given the different flavor components, ours is quite ashy.
Okay.
Like almost a wet campfire smoke.
Okay.
And it's a soft smoke.
All
A lot of
right.
people, I think a lot of people, when they have other like Scotch peated malts, they get that blast of like TCP.
All right. Yeah.
That sort of antiseptic
Yeah.
in the face.
Yeah.
That puts them off.
Yeah.
But no, we got that more, a bit of a softer.
Softer,
it's
yeah.
the way we cut it.
But a little bit more subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then the triple distillation and the grains in.
Okay.
But actually, what we've learned with the grains in process is a lot of the phenols, which contribute to the smokiness, gets carried right through the process.
Okay.
So and actually the design of the stills and the grains in means we get a very a new make with a lot of character.
Okay.
On that, quite sweet.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
No,
Right.
Thanks.
Terry?
Sorry, I'm going to do that again. Hey guys, Graham from Hinch, he's going to go through some of his...
Terry.
All right. Graham, let's
Terry.
Is it Terry?
Terry.
Terry.
You got it.
All right. Terry Graham, was it?
Nobody's saying Graham.
I'm saying Graham. Okay, Terry. Hey guys. We've got Terry from Hinch. He's going to go through some of his awesome whiskies with us.
Hello folks, so if you haven't heard about us, we are a distillery based in County Down in the north, about 20 minutes outside Belfast. We started distilling in November 2020 and then we opened our doors to the public in June of 2021. So it's a blended range for now, our single malts will be out in the future. At the moment we have our peated whiskey, which is triple distilled, fairly light peated whiskey, about 27 ppm. I call it a diet scotch, so nice and fresh.
Yeah.
Our 5-year-old Doublewood, so this recently won the best blended whiskey at the World Whiskey Award. Our small batch is kind of our entry level, it's our base liquid for a lot of our stuff.
Okay.
4-year-old ex-bourbon, so quite sweet. You get a lot of vanilla, toffee, caramel.
Yeah.
Our 15-year-old, so this is our latest release. This came out in March of this year.
Okay.
And it is finished for 2 years in an Oloroso sherry. This side of things then, we have our Amarone finish. Our owner also has a chateau in Bordeaux.
Okay.
So we have loads of wine connections across Europe. In the middle then of that is the Madeira finish, which is part of our connoisseur collection. And the stout finish on the end, this is my personal favourite.
So this is a collaboration we've done with Whitewater Brewery.
Oh, yes.
They are about 20 minutes away from our distillery. We have a really good relationship with them.
Yeah.
We empty our small batch casks and then we give it to the brewery.
Yeah.
They'll age their stout for 3 months and it actually has an alcohol uptake. It goes in at 8%, but then at 9%. I describe it as a Guinness on steroids.
Yeah, it's an awesome range. I mean, some really interesting little bits and pieces there, yeah.
Good diverse kind of thing for a young company to have 7 different really interesting SKUs. So you can kind of please everybody, which is nice. You're finding your more discerned kind of experienced drinkers will lean towards different bits, or somebody just getting into whiskey. We have some nice stuff for them to kind of broaden their palate with too.
Okay. Whiskey Live, not just about your normal whiskeys. We also got China, I'm gonna get
China Maotai.
China Maotai.
Yeah, so today we have the Guizhou Maotai here. Would you like to give it a try?
Yeah, let's go for it. It's something a little bit different.
See how you get the taste.
It's got very nice.
Yeah, that's right.
That's really
And
nice.
the main ingredients are sorghum and wheat, so you will feel the flavor is changing in your mouth. Yeah.
It burns.
Yeah.
It really.
Well,
Again, guys, Whiskey Live, not just about whiskey. We've got China Maotai.
China Maotai, yeah. Bye, Joe.
Hey guys, we're here with Ryan, part of the team at Whiskey Live. Ryan, tell us a little bit about Whiskey Live. Why come? What's it all about?
I suppose the biggest thing about it is for all the distilleries in Ireland. If you look back maybe 15 years ago, there was only 4 distilleries in Ireland.
Okay.
Now we're building up to about 50.
All right.
So it's a great opportunity for all the distilleries in Ireland to see their own products come to life and everyone to try different whiskies.
Yeah. And plans for 2025?
2025, probably come back bigger and better than ever.
All right.
Celtic Whisky is the host of Whiskey Live.
Okay.
We're the biggest whiskey shop in Ireland. We always strive to give our customers everything they want and more.
Yeah.
So why not come back, get as much as we can, and sell it to customers.
So guys, Whiskey Live 2024. As you can see, there are some great distilleries to come and try out, some great whiskies. We've gone around, we've spoken to quite a few of the people. If you didn't make it this year, definitely go next year, 2025. As we've heard before, it's going to be bigger, better. You got to come and try it out. If you're a whiskey fan, if you're not a whiskey fan, or you're looking to find your whiskey, come down here, 2025. See you next year.